The only way to escape a sales slump is by prospecting. Prospecting matters because it leads to pipeline, pipeline leads to revenue, revenue leads to commission checks, and big fat commission checks leads to a happier life. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about the 4 effective methods for prospecting that I have personally learned starting out my software sales career as a sales development representative. Been at the same company for over 4 years, 50,000 cold calls, tens of millions of dollars in pipeline. And if you generate pipeline for a living as well, hit the like button, comment down below for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel now. Our goal is 20,000 subscribers by the start of December. Number 1, the law of attention. Think about this for an example. If you're sitting in your house and you see a van outside your house each and every day, white van, you're thinking, little sketchy, it has my attention. I am going to focus on it. And maybe you're more focused on that than the Monday Night Football game, whatever it may be. Your prospects have so many distractions. They're sitting there at their desk, like me right now, like you, whatever you're doing watching this video. You have a million things on your mind. You have to send your boss a proposal. You got to go generate pipeline yourself. You have to leave early to go to the happy hour or your daughter's choir concert. You have to finish this big project. You have to send these 50 emails that you're waiting in your inbox. You have so many distractions. So how can you earn the prospect's attention? You do this by relentlessly sending emails, making cold calls, and reaching out across all channels. They call that omni-channel. Maybe you're sending LinkedIn messages. Maybe you're sending personal handwritten notes. Maybe you're showing up at the prospect's front doorstep, whether it be a corporate office, a home, or whatever it may be. Use all of your channels to gain the prospect's attention. Whenever the prospects opt out of your email communications, this has been happening to me recently. Think of that as a warm lead, almost an inbound demo request. If your prospect opts out of your email campaign, that means you have gotten their attention. Most likely, you have annoyed them. This is a good thing. They either know your name or your company name. Anytime a prospect opts out of my email sequence, I add them to a call-only frequent sequence. So I am calling them basically 9 times over the course of 17 days. Boom, 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 relentlessly. My normal prospecting sequence, I made a video on it recently, but just to catch you up to speed, over the course of 23 days, I am sending 8 emails. The first email is manual, the rest of them are auto, and I'm making 9 calls. So over the course of 23 days, I have 17 scheduled touch points with the prospect, and that is the best way to gain their attention. Find the right buyer in the right account. You share messaging that you believe will be relevant to them. Go gain their attention, and that's the fastest way to set more meetings, to generate more pipeline, so that you can blow up your sales numbers. Strategy number 2, 30-day rule. This is hard to wrap your head around at first because the work you do today as of mid-August from a prospecting pipeline generation standpoint will begin to pay off in September and October. The general rule of thumb for me is activities I put in today will pay off roughly 30 to 60 days in the future. So if you're in a bit of a pipeline hole today, that means 1 to 2 months ago, you must have been slacking. Maybe you were closing deals at the end of the quarter. Maybe you were trending really well in your sales numbers. Maybe you went on some stunning vacation during the summer, like many of your prospects are right now. The work you put in today will pay off 30, 60 days down the line. So to me, this matters because on those days when I don't want to prospect, I say, wow, the future Trent will really be pissed off at the present Trent if you don't just make your cold calls today, if you don't just send those extra prospecting emails, because oftentimes you don't feel like it. And if you don't feel like it because of laziness, that's easily correctable. If you don't feel like it because you are scared or paralysis by analysis, you just have to remind yourself that if you don't do it, nobody else will, and you're gonna screw yourself later and put yourself in this big hole, and you have to claw your way out of it. And that's what I am doing today. And the fastest way to fix it is by taking immediate action today. Not watching this video and waiting until tomorrow, but taking action today, because it won't pay off until a few weeks from now. So if you're doing it every day, it's gonna you're gonna lay your seeds and you're gonna have this wonderful harvest in the future. Strategy number 3, the law of replacement. Think about if you sleep on the same bed sheets for years on end. Think about if you wear the same t-shirt to work each and every day. Think about if you said the exact same thing to your friends and family each day. If you're not showing up different, unique, change from the time before, then you're too ordinary and you're never gonna stand out, and you're actually gonna just you're gonna be out innovated and you're not gonna be fresh anymore. When it comes to prospecting, if you are constantly reaching out to the same prospects, it's the same phenomenon. You're gonna have absolutely no success. As a farmer plotting to his or her land, you of course are working on the soil, but you're always making sure the soil's better. You're putting in nutrients, whatever it takes to get the plants to grow. It's the same thing with prospecting. You always need fresh prospects. When you are mining for gold, if you just keep running the same rocks and through the sleuth, you're gonna get some gold, but you're never gonna get more and more gold. Prospecting, you go find 5 to 10 new prospects each and every day. You add them to your sequence. You start calling them, emailing them, carrier pigeoning them, face messaging them, text messaging them, video messaging them, whatever you need to do to set the meetings with them. You add new prospects to your sequence each and every day. And the key is to always be replacing those prospects with new prospects and then continuously add the prospects in time after time again. My prospecting sequence, 17 touch points over 23 days. Over the course of a month, that prospect has gone through my sequence. I'm gonna wait a week or two until they don't get back to me, and then I'm gonna add them to the sequence again. I am gonna continuously reach out to people relentlessly, but I'm also gonna continuously find fresh new prospects to add to my sequence. It's all about replacement, it's all about fresh. That's why you like to put on fresh socks each and every day. And you're doing yourself a favor, and also your desk mate a favor as well. You're doing the prospects a favor by adding in new prospects as well. Finally, keep it simple. All you gotta do is make calls, send emails, and when you're reaching out, you're not there to invent some groundbreaking solution that creates 1,000,000% ROI. You're there to pick up the phone. It doesn't even matter what you're saying as much as how you are saying it. When I first started cold calling, everyone said, Trent, you sound like a used car salesman. You talk really fast. Because I'm sitting here, they say you gotta follow a script, I gotta sound like an expert, and I'm talking about advanced analytics and I have no clue what I'm talking about. I got to the point where I just threw away the script and said, you know what? I don't even care what I'm saying. I'm gonna focus more on how I'm saying it, try to humanize the interaction, try and connect with this other human. It's not just a digital bite on the screen. It's an actual person that you are dialing that has a real life, real responsibilities, cares about other people just like you. Keep it simple. You were just there to sell time. When you were prospecting, unless you have a small ticket, transactional sale, short deal cycles, maybe you're trying to close on site, which I'm not trying to do. I'm selling expensive software solutions. In that case, I'm trying to get their attention. I realize that it's gonna take me a long time to get their attention, and I may not get their attention, so I gotta keep adding new prospects to get their attention. And when I'm reaching out, I gotta keep it simple. My prospecting emails have less than I think 500 characters. It's just my new prospecting email, my first manual email, it's literally 2 sentences. That's all it is, because I'm keeping it simple. I'm just trying to say, hey, this is what you should be caring about. This is how we help, let's talk. That's it, I'm just keeping it simple. I'm trying to sell time. And then when we get on the meeting, we'll decide if it's a good fit or not. Those are the 4 proven methods that I have learned based on firsthand experience in my 4-year software sales career, starting out as a sales development rep, promoting my way up to a senior account executive. I plan to deploy them today, tomorrow, the next day, next week to get out of this current sales slump. I hope you find them useful. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button now, comment down below for the algorithm. Our channel goal is 20,000 subscribers, so subscribe now as well. And if you'd like to join my private members community, hit that little join button right next to subscribe. For $10 a month. You get access to our private members Discord. And then you also can join our weekly live call that I lead each and every Sunday to answer your questions and share what's top of mind for me to help you crush the week ahead. Happy pipeline, happy life.